downtown Manhattan. Tonight, the New York Knicks taking on the Indiana Pacers. And away we go. Jay, the Knicks searched long and hard for their next head coach. They chose David Fizdale. Why was this the right choice?
Well, first off, he's a two-time NBA champion as assistant coach with D. Wade and LeBron James from Miami Heat. And I got some time to spend with him down in Miami at D. Wade's fantasy camp. He is hard and very stern, but it comes from a brotherly place. His ability to build the right culture in New York will be imperative, but it all starts with that kind of teaching.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Not easy.
Well, there you have it. The defense just took notice of this young player on that previous shot. Guarantee you they won't leave him open next time.
The jumper's off the mark. Nice pass to get things going.
Because in certain players' mind, it doesn't matter if they're amongst the trees or not. They're always going to be the giant in the paint.
New York Knicks basketball. It goes down.
I'm telling you right now, with moves like
how the heck this man even get past me, bro?
Be an issue tonight.
Nothing going here on that drive. Lets it fly from long range.
Oh, board.
That one, and it's no good. For three. He got it off in time, but that shot no good.
Oftentimes, one of the ways to negate one of the best shooters in the game is to make him work off the ball. By making him work, you're taking his legs away from that shot.
Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
That's what they need to do more of. Attack that basket. Hit him where it hurts.
With a drop step. Fires the three. T.J. McConnell, like Rocky, he loves the tough situations.
Every hero needs a good sidekick. Nice find to set up a three.
Possession lies with New York. Wide open look, won't go.
Well, when the shot clock is dwindling down to its last couple of seconds,
Dreamy.
sometimes it can be seen as an extra defender. Try to get some shots earlier in the clock. This way, allow the game to breathe.
Hayden into the front court. Trailing by
Let's go
10.
to the one.
Nice finish at the rim.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
He should have liked up the screen.
Turner. He's looking for that touch.
Nothing better than when the defense communicates to each other that the shot clock is down to 5. When they yell red, they apply even more pressure on the ball.
Greg Monroe sends it away. New York in control of the basketball. Not done yet. Nice.
This man got the board. Like, what the heck?
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Here's a chance from long range. Had to force that one, but it's no good. Hayden with the basketball. Down 6. Hey, watch this screen, look. Miles Turner able to recover with the block. Oh, Miles Turner. First couple didn't go. That one is true.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Let's see what the Knicks can do here. Shot from in close, no good.
And I love when great coaches make their players play these games. Pop does it with the Spurs all the time. He doesn't want their players to see 24 seconds on the shot clock. He wants his players to see, let's get 24 stops in a row.
Jay, last few drafts, the Knicks have gone younger. What do you like about Kevin Knox and his raw potential? Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. And count the basket.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
No good.
That's called a heat check right there. Surprised he missed that one. That was an open look.
Oh, Miles Turner. He's 2 for 5. Not great, but trending.
I mean, I don't know how much better the defense has to play you on that one. The guy was right in your grill, and you still knocked it down.
Hey, you got the screen right, screen right.
He missed too.
Shot by Payton won't fall.
Bro, get the ball. Oh my gosh.
Knicks with the basketball.
Give me that.
Spinning shot won't fall.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
From long
Oh, that's
range.
missed.
Had to rush that one, and it's no good.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Beyond the arc for 3. He got it off in time, but that shot no good. Going to launch beyond the arc. Had to force that one, but it's no good. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
I got ball. I got some ball.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Now, I know you probably don't want to hear this, but you have to take it one possession at a time. You have to continue to chip away. It hasn't been the best first quarter, but if you get a couple more of those to drop, you'll find yourself right back in this ballgame.
4-3. Had to rush that one, and it's no good. Oh, and a putback.
Now, while everybody was staring at the flight of the ball on the defensive end, he was busy carving out space, being active, getting that offensive rebound. That's his second offensive rebound in the first quarter.
Indeed.
Defense, let's go.
Fires the 3. He got it off in time, but that shot no good. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Had to force that one, but it's no good. Lets it fly from long range. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Short jumper off the mark. Almost, but no good.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss.
I forgot Bobby Portis is on the Knicks.
The confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jump.
Here comes the screen. Had a chance, but it's no good.
How is that an open shot? I jumped.
Jay, no question, the Pacers were the surprise of the NBA last year. What are your expectations for them now?
Top 4 seed in the Eastern Conference, and it all starts with Victor Oladipo. Last year, he was the guy, but this year, he needs to become the man.
The possession lies with New York. Smith Jr. had to rush that one, and it's no good.
Travel?
It was right there.
And that's how you make a difference. Every shot that the offense takes, make sure that it has a 10 as far as degree of difficulty.
Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Rises for the slam.
Finally something goes their way. I don't think I need to tell you, but this has been a disaster of a first quarter. They just need somebody to get hot, and then they need to come together as a team and get a few stops.
Just inside the arc, at the buzzer. First quarter's complete with the Pacers way out in front. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. New York Knicks
Tangerine, and I call it sweet and sour. And I'm gonna call you in an hour.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
But did you see the way he was able to do it, Ed? Did you see him constantly probe the defense by maintaining his dribble? Ultimately, if you keep your eyes on all the other defenders, they will lose track of where the ball is. That's where you slip a quick pass in for an easy dime.
Oh, had him going there for a second. Knocked loose. They've recovered it.
Hey.
Stuffs it down with authority.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Has a chance, just off the mark. Gets a look, can't hit.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Possession lies with New York. Knocked loose. Picked up. Here we go. Off the assist.
And I love when people are saying, well, he's not an exciting player. I don't need him to be exciting. I need him to be fundamentally sound.
Double team, double team, double team.
And counted at the rim.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
For three, he drills the three.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
Smith to the basket, but it stays out.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
New York in control of the basketball.
I got him.
Driving right to the basket. Right down Broadway for the two. Defender has to pick him up.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Pick up, pick up, pick up.
Cashes in for two.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Fires the three. He got it off in time, but that shot no good. Here's a chance from long range. Buries it. It's a three.
When a rookie starts to believe that he not only can play, but more importantly, he belongs, nights like this become more and more common.
Knocked loose. Lays it up and in.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Oh, he had him there for a second. He was all over him. Missed the shot, no free throws.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
Scores from the post.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Deep two there, won't go. And the finish at the rim.
That boy's living his best life.
Let's see what the Knicks can do here. And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
From long range. Knocks down the three-point.
I thought it was
He's
a
most definitely got the hot hand behind the three-point arc. Anytime your first-round pick is shooting like this, your GMs and owners just sit back and smile.
Trying to cash in. Yes, when this guy's
You
open,
are.
look out. Nearly automatic.
Every NBA player has a superpower. His, obviously, is that depth perception, because that trajectory leads the ball to the net every time.
Beyond the arc for three. Had to force that one, but it's no good. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. Let's go, it's go time.
Substitutions, Indiana. Subbing in for New York, number 6, Alfred Payton.
Able to convert inside.
This is why I go back into player mode. If the dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Had to rush that one, and it's no good.
His scoring is definitely cooled off, but you have to give the defense some credit. They're denying him the ball and really making him work once he catches it.
Missed a wide open look. Going to launch beyond the arc. Steps out and hits.
It doesn't matter if it's off the dribble, off a quick pass, or off an ISO. When the ball's in this young player's hands, something just feels right.
Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. 4-3. He got it off in time, but that shot no good.
Oftentimes, one of the ways to negate one of the best shooters in the game is to make him work off the ball. By making him work, you're taking his legs away from that shot.
That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Pacers with the possession. Fires the three. Count the triple.
Everything looks great when you shoot the ball like this. And yes, Ed, this team does have some issues, but they are all masked and camouflaged with this shooting display we're watching.
Hey, big three right there, big three.
Tough make through traffic.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
The drive, right to the basket. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Had to force that one, but it's no good.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Lets it fly from long range. Had to rush that one, and it's no good. The follow won't go either. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Nice pass to set things up.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Knicks with the basketball. Nothing going here on that drive. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Drive here, but the shot stays out. For three. Had made his first couple, but he misses there. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Oh, Miles Turner. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%. Hayden into the front court. His guys down big. Here comes the screen. Curling inside. The screen sets him up for two.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Gets to the basket and scores.
Get it, shoot it again.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Shot from the lane won't go.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like his mere presence in the paint was enough to make the offensive player miss the shot before he even got off the ground.
Hayden with the basketball. Down a bundle. Can't connect.
Nothing better than when the defense communicates to each other that the shot clock is down to 5. When they yell red, they apply even more pressure on the ball.
Fires the three. He got it off in time, but that shot no good. Count the basket inside.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
It's so difficult to block a guy like that with that kind of athleticism and length. Your timing almost has to be perfect, but pretty much there's no stopping him when he's around the rim.
The big guy, Greg Monroe. It's been a quiet night. Only 3 attempts, but he makes that one stick.
Old school equals high percentage.
Has a look. And that's rebounded by Randall. Payton into the front court. He'll run the offense. Kevin Knox powers it through. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ball game.
Short jumper off the mark.
And I tip my hat to the defense on this one. Defenders can apply a lot of pressure, but so can the shot clock.
The possession lies with New York. And count the basket inside.
Oh, don't see the read, be the read.
Using the post to his advantage there, and the finish at the rim.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on, but the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
Count the bucket for 2.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Tough shot. He hits.
C to 3, B to 3. Some young players look like deer in headlights out there on the court. But you got something different. You got that moxie.
No good. Indiana with the basketball. Here's a chance from long range. Had to force that one, but it's no good. Payton with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. From long range. Had to rush that one, and it's no good. Hustle pays off. They've got the possession. Beyond the arc for 3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
He showed that he had great chemistry with his teammates on that shot. Keep getting him good looks, and the one will just keep scoring.
Now a whistle, and we'll get a timeout for the Knicks as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this 3rd quarter. Hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a 3-point play. No foul.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Going to launch beyond the arc. Yes.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those 3 things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
Here comes the screen. He was hacked. They let it go. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
And scores.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot even.
4-3. He got it off in time, but that shot no good. Can't miss those.
And I love when great coaches make their players play these games. Pop does it with the Spurs all the time. He doesn't want their players to see 24 seconds on the shot clock. He wants his players to see, let's get 24 stops in a row.
Knocked loose. It's Indiana basketball. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Payton into the front court. Counting down toward a minute to play in this third quarter. Has a chance. Open look, and he buries it. Defense has to wake up.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
Fires the three and knocks it down.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Cruises inside for two.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Had to force that one, but it's no good. Won't go. They'll let one fly from half court. There's the buzzer. 3 quarters complete. The Pacers are feeling good. So the Pacers with the basketball to start the fourth quarter, and they have done no wrong to this point. They have this game well in control.
They took control early, and they never let up. The scary thing about this team, if they keep their foot on the gas and then throttle down, they can win this game by 50.
He connects. Not the guy you think would beat you.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Short jumper won't go down. The big guy, Greg Monroe. Consistent effort. He's at 50%.
The okie doke. Let's see if he'll try that one again.
Good. Off a spin.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Ah, missed it. How'd that not go down? Count it. No and 1. There was some contact there.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. And throws it down. At this point, if it continues, it just may be good night, Irene.
And some, ooh, I like that Irene line.
There you go, Jay.
And sometimes as a player on the defensive end, Ed, you need to draw a line in the sand. You have to find a way to change the narrative, because right now the constant theme has been too many easy buckets.
Jay, don't deny it. You're an old soul at heart.
Yeah, I still don't know who Irene is.
Me neither. New York Knicks basketball. Can't connect from in close. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Lets it fly from long range. Had to rush that one, and it's no good. Nothing going here on that drive. you've got to get that one to go.
One of the best kept secrets in the game. Utilizing a head fake. Get the defender in the air. Crack into him. Don't give the refs any excuse not to call foul. I put that one on you. You went up a little bit lazy.
Smith to the basket, but it stays out. Yes, Victor Oladipo. He's now 5 for 6.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Changes coming from both sides right now.
Domantas Sabonis.
A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
And 2 years ago, I was sitting in the draft room absolutely shocked that Dennis Smith went at 9 in the draft. And when I think about this young man's game, he is just scratching the surface of what he can do. He finished tied for 4th among rookies in scoring last season, and I guarantee you his game is going to continuously go to different levels.
Smith now is good.
Well, that change is inevitable. And one of the things that continues to fascinate me about this game, usually when you see a good three-point shooting team, their shoulders are square to the basket. That's no longer the case in today's game. These guys are off balance, they're moving different ways, yet they still have extreme shot-making ability.
Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Pacers control. Off the assist.
I remember my high school coach said one man can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
I got him. Here we go. Here we go.
Oh, the pass stolen by Indiana.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in 1st and 2nd grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Layup goes down. Well done.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Smith now into the front court. His guys down big. Almost, and he's not getting the call. Another follow, stays out. Taj Gibson, small sample size, but making the most of it. He's 1 for 2.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Shot won't go. Possession lies with New York. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to pull off with the defender all over you. Yes, it drops. A little drama on that one. Now the Pacers going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in this 4th quarter. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor.
Three.
cash in. Add 2 points to the board. Smith with the basketball. Down a bundle. Count the basket at the rim.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
For 3, knocks it down. That was a tough shot.
Look, the reality is some players have it and some players don't. There's a reason why they call him the one.
Knocked loose. Here comes the screen. Big finish that time for Julius Randle. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
Wide open look, won't go.
And I tip my hat to the defense on this one. Defenders can apply a lot of pressure, but so can the shot clock.
Scores from the post. New York in control of the basketball. Dennis Smith Jr. He got it off in time, but that shot no good. Gets a look, can't hit.
Nothing better than when the defense communicates to each other that the shot clock is down to 5. When they yell red, they apply even more pressure on the ball.
Old school, backs his man down for the basket.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Knocks it down from mid-range. Smith into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Has a look. Randall's shot won't go. Taj Gibson looking good. 4 for 5.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Oh, mistake there as the pass stolen by the Knicks. Good look that time, but off the mark. And he hits.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Let's see what the Knicks can do here. Able to convert inside. Now whistle, and Indiana is going to use a timeout as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the 4th quarter. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Victor Oladipo. Short jumper won't fall. Taj Gibson tips it. Into the front court comes Smith. He'll run the offense. Driving right to the basket. Got it.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No
Hello?
foul.
Hello?
3 minutes away. Come on out that door. Get your coat and stuff on.
All right.
All right. Bye-bye.
Fires the 3, buries it on the catch and shoot.
Easy to get lost in the chaos of the game down the stretch, but great awareness by the shooter to get those toes right behind the three-point line.
Easy path to the rim.
It just seems